The tomb was sealed, a massive stone locked into place. Roman soldiers stood guard, watching, waiting. Jesus was dead. No breath, no movement, no hope. But inside that dark tomb, something began to happen, something no human eyes witnessed, yet something that would change history forever. And what happened during those 3 silent days remains one of the most mysterious moments in human history. Night fell over Jerusalem. The sky had already turned dark hours earlier, as if the earth itself had mourned. Jesus' body had been wrapped carefully in linen, his wounds still fresh, his blood still visible. Slowly, respectfully, his followers placed him inside a cold stone tomb. Then came the stone. Heavy, unmovable, final. The sound of it rolling into place echoed like a closing door on hope itself. Outside, Roman guards were stationed, highly trained soldiers, alert, unforgiving, because even in death, the authorities feared him. They remembered his words, "On the 3rd day, I will rise again." Most dismissed it as madness. But deep down, they weren't completely sure, and that uncertainty would soon grow into fear. But inside the tomb, everything was silent, too silent, and yet this silence would not last. The first night passed slowly. Darkness filled the tomb completely. No candles, no voices, no witnesses. Only stillness. Yet according to ancient Christian belief, those hours were far from empty, because something mysterious was unfolding beyond human sight. Some early Christian writings suggest that during these silent hours, Jesus was not inactive. He was moving, not in the physical world, but in the unseen realm, a realm beyond death itself. Some traditions describe this moment as the descent into the realm of the dead, a place where souls waited, a place filled with silence and expectation. And if those traditions are true, then the tomb above ground was only part of the story, because below, something far greater was happening, something that would shake both heaven and hell. But not everyone above ground was calm. Because outside the tomb, fear was growing. By the 2nd day, rumors had begun spreading through Jerusalem. Whispers moved through narrow streets. Did he really say he would rise? Could it be possible? Religious leaders grew uneasy. They remembered his miracles, the blind who could see, the dead who were raised, the crowds who followed him. If those things were true, what if this wasn't over? So they demanded security. Extra guards, more watchful eyes, because the last thing they wanted was a missing body. But despite their precautions, something was changing, not outside the tomb, but inside, because the 2nd night was not like the first. Something was building, something unseen, something unstoppable. And then the 3rd day began. Before sunrise, the earth trembled. Violently. Suddenly. A powerful earthquake shook the ground. Guards stumbled. Stone walls rattled. Fear spread instantly. Then came the moment. No one expected. The stone moved. Not slowly, not gently. But with unstoppable force. It rolled away. Not to let Jesus out, but to let the world see what had already happened. Because inside the tomb, The body was gone. The linen cloths remained folded, undisturbed, but Jesus was no longer there, and the guards, terrified beyond words, fell to the ground in fear. What they witnessed that morning would change history forever, but the deeper mystery still remained. What truly happened during those 3 silent days? For centuries, scholars and believers have wrestled with this question. What happened between death and resurrection? Some Christian teachings describe something extraordinary. They call it the harrowing of hell, a moment when Christ entered the realm of the dead, not as a victim, but as a conqueror. According to this belief, he proclaimed victory over death itself, not defeat. Victory. Some traditions even describe chains breaking, doors opening. Hope returning to those who had waited in darkness. If true, then those 3 days were not empty. They were a battlefield, a cosmic turning point, a war between death and life. And life. But even today, the mystery still sparks debate. Historians question, theologians interpret, believers reflect. Because what happened inside that tomb remains one of the most powerful mysteries ever recorded. 3 days, 72 hours, total silence. Then, an empty tomb, not broken, not destroyed. Empty. And that emptiness changed the course of history. Empires rose and fell. Nations were built. Billions believed, all because of what happened inside a sealed tomb. But here is the question that still echoes today. If you had stood outside that tomb, heard the stone move, seen the empty chamber, would you have believed it? Or would you still be searching for answers, like the world continues to do today?